One, two, one, two, one, two. There we go. I had to get the mic and I had to start it all over because there's a certain way that I'm about to pick up on this new one where I'm gonna have to go back and edit these uh these podcasts and then I'm gonna save them. The Restream YouTube page, Bear Truth, same way, B.A.R.E. Start checking them out on YouTube. I'm trying to get them followers up over there on YouTube. So stay tuned for that. We're gonna try to definitely get it popping. You know what I mean? Back with that. Um, I had some technical difficulties yesterday, so a lot of stuff was happening, like with doing videos, the length of the videos, and to tell you the truth, I really just think that they want you to spend some more money. You know what I mean? I think that they just want you to upgrade and get a different program or package, because we was going through a lot of stuff, like it could be the browser that you use, and it could be this and it could be that. But I can't say for sure. I'm not computer savvy, so I mean, yesterday was hectic because they was trying to get some stuff, trying to get me to do all of these different things, man. And I should have just called G Nice, you know what I mean? Because I know for a fact, man, if I put G Nice on it, he know what's going down. You dig what I'm saying? He's sort of like the intelligent thug. You did, if that makes sense. My man's the intelligent thug. But what's happening with everybody? And so, when y'all couldn't hear me, what I was trying to say, man, is that these last couple of weeks been kind of rough for me. Um, Not only did I just get arrested, but after we cleared all that mess up, we had a couple of deaths in the family. You know what I mean? And my auntie Billy. I just wanted to say I'm praying for you. Keep the Jones family in prayer. Y'all pretty much heard about my little cousin Brandon Jones, man. And then my little cousin down in Mississippi, man, uh, Keela. I'm not for sure how you pronounce your name, little cousin, but she be always posting stuff, and I'm watching her, and she was speaking about her dad, and I just thought maybe she was saying she was missing her dad or something like that, but I didn't know that he had passed. And so Nikita Wiseman, man, shoosh, that's my guy. It's like we go way back. Like we Seven Deuce. We like originators from Seven Deuce. You dig what I'm saying? And so I learned how to drive driving his mom's car. You know what I mean? She used to let us rent her car and take her car out to stage two, and one of the reasons why I was cutting hair, because I used to cut Nikita's hair all the time. I used to practice in his head, doing flat tops and letters. Go to his house. We used to plug up the clippers in their bathroom, man, and that's where people used to get their hair cut at Nikita's house. So, rest in peace to my dog Nikita, to his kids and to his family, my little cousins that's over there in my cricket letter. I love y'all. Um, I am going to be sending prayers out for y'all. So, keep the Wiseman family in prayer, keep the Jones family in prayer, and anybody else that's dealing with a death. Happy birthday to anybody that's got a birthday this month. Katie, what's going down? You dig? And so yeah, man. I didn't want to go on yesterday because I couldn't get the videos together. And what we're gonna talk about, man, it's deep, and we've been playing off, is there any, what I mean, good men out there, like far as like loyal men that don't cheat, and are women the real sneaky links? Do women cheat better than men? And yeah, it came out. She says the Gays family. Okay, so Kenya's saying the Gays family too. um Somebody, if they dealing with a death of somebody, I see the prayer hands now, we're gonna keep them up in prayer too. So you dig what I'm saying? And also too, man, inbox me, man, if y'all got any like special prayer requests that y'all don't want to leave right here. And I mean, I promise you, I'll go to prayer for you, man. And then I also know some other prayer warriors, you know what I mean, that do that, intercessors, that's very important. But prayers going out to the Gay family. I grew up with them too. But so you remember the last one that we did, sneaky links one on one, and we found, and I think everybody agreed, everybody was on the same page that women can cheat better than men. You know what I mean? Because it's an emotional thing for you ladies. When you get involved with somebody else, that hold on, wait 1 minute, Jess. Oh, okay. She says there are real men out there. For my fault, sweetheart. You know what I thought you said? I thought you said there aren't any real men out there. I was about to say, wait 1 minute, like hold on, what happened? But listen, so yeah, you're right, Jess. There's some real men out here. You know what I mean? Some real men that like looking for love. I know I am. I'm looking for like to get married, like to get my life in order and get somewhere and sit it down. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm gonna speak, a little bit about that. So then we came to this conclusion that okay, women cheat better than men do because y'all make it an emotional thing. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you find out that a woman's been cheating on you, this dude has been her friend for like months. They have met each other at the gym. They probably friends at work. You know, true story. One of my exes, like every time she worked at a job, she became friends with like damn near all the dudes that she worked with. And I'm not saying that she had sex with them, but it'd be like odd. Like, true story. One time I was supposed to pick them up from the club, right? And so I I wasn't going to the club, but I was just gonna pull up to the club after the club was over with, and I was gonna pick them up. Now, this particular dude that she was cool with, he was my friend too. You know what I mean? Like back in the days, man, this dude used to rap. We used to hang out. You dig what I'm saying? I done been at his studio with him and his peoples. You dig what I'm saying? And so this is my man's. We grew up real good dude. When I say solid, you know what I mean? As far as like solid as a person, he's good. And so I come to the club. I come a little bit early. So now I'm in the club. But I'm in the back of the club and I'm just checking it out. And so her and her cousin is dancing. And you know how girls start dancing with each other. They get the music get to coming on, then they get the twisting and rocking and doing their little thing. Then all of a sudden, so fam is standing back and he looking at her dance and stuff like that. And so they tipsy and hey, you know how girls get to going and stuff like that. So now all of a sudden, I don't know if juvenile backed that ass up or something like that came on and they got to going crazy. And so next thing you know, he eased on out on the dance floor, like, cause he right there by him. So he eased out like right up under her. And next thing you know, I'm looking at him. So, you know what I mean? She dancing and she done put her butt all the way up on this man thing. And I mean, she rubbing up on it and she grinding up on him. She don't even know I'm in there. You dig what I'm saying? He don't even know I'm in there. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm saying, and I'm for the whole song, I'm sitting back and I'm watching them do their little thing. Now I know they work together, and I'm seeing them. I'm just like checking them out. All right. So we get outside. I go sit in the car. She don't even know that I've been in the club, that I didn't peep the whole demo. So when I'm standing outside the club, I see him like, oh, what's up? All right, y'all be good. Shake my hand and like give me like a little hug, like everything is cool. I ain't even say nothing. I said all of that to say this. Just like when it comes to sneaky links, it's true. Y'all the best. Y'all the best. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all the best. You know what I mean? And I sit there and I never ever once ever said anything to her about it. I never. You dig what I'm saying? I never ever said anything to her about it. I just peeped the situation. Cause see, with me, I hate to say it, but back during that time, I was the payback king. You dig what I'm saying? It's just like you get down on me. It's just like, okay, that right there was feel like, okay, I don't know what you did that for. I'm him. You dig what I'm saying? Like I'm the one to show out. You dig what I'm saying? So I got people texting me. I wish they knew I was live. So you can join in over here. But yeah, so and when I watched it, I seen the whole situation down. And then he came outside when he seen me outside picking her up. She jumped in the car. All right, y'all. And I mean, he shook my hand and he gave me a hug as if nothing happened. And fam, you just grinded up on my girl booty. She grinded all up on your meat. And I know for a fact, you know how it is when you dancing. When you dancing and somebody put their butt on there, you gonna get hard. And so it's like, okay, you feeling him. You dig what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, it's the streets, man. Turn up for Christ and burn up for love. And he ain't got nothing to do with that type of situation. But thank God that he came and saved me and got my life together because that's what we're gonna talk about today. Um, hurt people that hurt people. You know what I mean? And I twisted it. I think that the phrase is kind of cliche. You know what I'm saying? Hurt people hurt people. And I mean, it's a saying, you know what I mean? And whether you agree with it or not, I'm not gonna say it's a thing, but I said recycled hurt. Because what I mean by that is just like when you recycle plastic or you recycle anything, you know what I mean, and you put it inside the recycling bin, um, they're gonna take that, break it down, they're gonna recycle it, and they're gonna put it back out here. You dig what I'm saying? And so that's what's really happening out here, like in relationships, and people are dealing with like relationships, man, and you getting yourself, you know, you might hit a bad one. hit a bad relationship. You dig what I'm saying? Remember, we just talked about Domestic Violence Awareness Month last month, where we had Watino on here, and Watino was talking about the verbal abuse. You dig what I'm saying? So, what that would be, hurt people is saying that, okay, he hurt her and broke her self esteem down when she was in his relationship and she hung out with him. But you notice how Sis was saying she bounced back and now she getting it together. And now her and her daughter, they making like positive moves. They growing and doing some good. The recycled hurt would be as if you take that situation and let him do you like that, and then you turn around and you get in a relationship, and now you bring that into your next relationship. You says a lot don't truly heal. They put band-aids over them. Okay, I'm gonna post that one, Katie, because that's real. Katie said that a lot don't truly heal. A lot of people truly don't heal. They just put band-aids over their problems. And you real with that. And so I want to show y'all these videos because my man Ace Metaphor, I follow him, man, and he goes so hard and he says some real live stuff. So we're gonna check out this one. I'm gonna always use me as an example. And if anybody got anything they want to say, please tap in because ladies, I need y'all. And then I need y'all to listen because this is really real. This is might be what's happening to some people. Matter of fact, ain't might be. This is what's happening. Hold on, let's go.
How you gonna be the same person asking for a new blessing? Once you get over that old person and the stench of that relationship, baby girl, you gotta shower in singleness. You gotta wash up in healing. You gotta throw away heartbreak's clothing. And then you can find your new man. But you cannot go from toxic man to healed man without washing and rinsing yourself. Because even if you do find a new man, you the same you that's been in that toxic ass relationship. You still got the smell of that toxic relationship on you. The habits, you still got the calluses. You still numb. You still guarded. What if you hurt him because you didn't heal you? But we don't talk about that, right? It's all about you finding your Prince Charming. You don't care if he get ate up by the dragon inside your heart in the process. How many good guys you turn into villains because you wouldn't heal before you met him. And here you are creating these same boys that you say you don't want.
Well, you dig? Playing all the time with your life, with your behavior, with your attitude, with your personality, straight up. But listen, my man kept it so buck. He kept it 100. Listen, that was some of the realest stuff I ever heard. He said a few good things that was in there. He said, because you trying to rush into another relationship and you ain't even healed. You still got the stench of another relationship where this dude didn't abuse you. You dig what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden, and I get it. Like I just said, you dig what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even front, man. I just did 14 years, 15 years, 14 years, 8 months, rounded off to the nearest. That's 15 years in a joint, right? You come home, man, you really want to be with somebody. So it's like when I first came to the crib, I was like, nope, I'm not messing with it. I'm just gonna grind and I'm gonna get money. But at the end of the day, we all need company. You dig what I'm saying? The other company. You know what I mean? Not I ain't trying to hang out with the guys and go kick it and this and that. I'm talking about, with a lady friend, somebody you can talk with, chop it up with, hold hands, the cool stuff. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, boy, like movies and cuddling and you know what I mean? Y'all go home, y'all go that way. I'm finna go over here. You dig what I'm saying? But listen, sometimes you ain't right, little mama. Sometimes you just gotta get it together. So I can read my notes. I gotta take my glasses off. Sometimes I be too cool for my glasses though. But listen, so using me as an example. So I was in this little situationship with this lady, and I dug her a whole lot. I ain't gonna even front. I dug her, and so dig this. We was working together, and so as I was making like little moves to level up, she was digging me from like afar, right? You dig when someone get my chats back on in case y'all saying something. Katie said something. Yes, yes, deep and true. But okay, so listen. Through the grapevine, Shorty was digging me, and like so every time I do like a little something, y'all know I was in the halfway house. Then I jumped in a little Buick. You know what I mean? A few months after working, I jumped into me like a nice little car. It was cool to be going for all that time, getting my credit up and stuff like that. Next thing you know, I left the halfway house. They let me go get a hotel room. Next thing you know, remember the people that put me in the documentary. Then I was telling you about how she put me in the book. You dig what I'm saying? I had all of these different things that was happening for me when I first got out of prison, man. God was blessing me, blessing me, blessing me, throwing out blessings on my life. And so the guys at work, you know what I mean, that was coming through to get their hair cut, they was just like they'd go back to work, be like, man, Bear just broke. He just got a Buick. Oh, Bear out the halfway house now. My man, he over there in the hotel. He getting a haircut. I just went through and got a cut at the hotel. So from the sideline, Shorty digging me, right? So she's saying like little cool stuff like, oh yeah, he just got a new car. They'll show her a picture of the car, like, oh, that's nice. We got to celebrate. And so I didn't know that she was digging me from afar. So now she one of these type of little ladies that at the gig everybody was checking her out. You know what I mean? She cute, whoop de whoop, and she got like a nice little position, right? And so they like Shorty feeling you, right? So fast forward, we started hanging out one time, and then all of a sudden we just didn't stop hanging out. You dig what I'm saying? And so as you try to make this transition to like be with somebody and you trying to get a chance to know somebody, you on your best behavior. You doing all your little cool stuff. You pulling out all the cool tricks, you know what I mean? You being a gentleman, she being like super nice. But like sometimes when she was talking to me, like real talk, she would say like little demeaning things. And so as I'm listening to her without trying to like tell her business, she had been into, a relationship that had lasted, what I mean, some years, and it was kind of abusive. It was verbally abusive, you know what I mean, physically abusive and stuff like that. And so then she got into another little friendship, and that was kind of verbally abusive. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because so now that me and her becoming friends and we're getting like closer. So, as you start spending time with a person like every single day, talking to them, even before you go to sleep, you know what I mean? You start getting in tune with that person and, they start to become a part of your life. But she used to start saying like little reckless things to me. You know what I mean? Like we'd be having a conversation, like, "Oh, you're so irresponsible." You dig what I'm saying? Or you don't know how to multitask. And I'm not really, you dig what I'm saying? So me, I just came from the joint with people talking crazy to me. So I'm like, I'm zero tolerance for any of that. You dig what I'm saying? And so I didn't so for a minute, but not to snap on her, I had to try to think. So I'm trying to give it a conversation. I'm like, listen, sweetheart, you know what I mean? You got to watch how you talk to me because I take that personal. I'll get offended with that. And then on the flip side of that, you making me feel like what happened to you in your past relationships. Now you bringing it to me and you saying it to me. You dig what I'm saying? And it's like she really couldn't feel like she was doing that, or she thought that I was just blowing it out of proportion. But I'm like, I'm a grown ass man. Don't ever, you know what I mean, tell me like I'm irresponsible until you like know me. Like, you got to don't because I left some paperwork somewhere. Don't you know what I mean? That's too deep to even go into. But I'm just trying to give you like little bitty tidbits of tips so I can let you know the situation. She was going through some things. She had been in two situations where she had been hurt. And I don't think that she healed from it. And so she really didn't know how to talk. You know what I'm saying? Like we would literally get into arguments over her, like trying to tell me what I'm finna do. And then when I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like if I disagree with anything, she didn't want to take no for an answer. And then she would blow up, or you're doing too much, or you're being really childish right now. And it's like, mm. And so it winded up not working. Make a long story short, in the long run, I just wounded up not being the person for her. You know what I'm saying? She wounded up not being the person for me. And when I look back on it, I was thinking like, damn, she was a cool person. Like far as like love, like man, the cool things that dudes like about a woman, like make sure you eat. You know what I mean? She made sure I eat. Like if I go to work or something, if I go to my lunch break and she go home, I look at my lunch bag, man, she didn't hit my lunch bag with all kind of like, you know what I mean? Just making sure she take care of me. She knew I was living in a hotel. So I went from eating like microwave foods to her just like cooking, like, you know what I mean? Like boom, making sure I eat. Come over here. You know what I mean? I cook. You want and every time, you know what I mean? She used to just make sure I eat. So little bitty things like that, man, I was falling for. It's like I thought that this was the illest. I thought like we was finna get something started. But she had these hangups, and without even knowing it, like you could be having a conversation with her and Shorty would just go into to down talking you know what I mean? And it's just like, nah. One thing about men, ladies, that y'all gotta understand is that we do got pride. You know what I mean? And so I'm not saying that we don't want to listen to you, but there has to be a certain type of approach when you talking to a guy, because you know what I mean, he's a leader by nature. And not saying that he's the best, not saying that he's the best man, that he's this and he's that, but when you talking to him, there's a certain way that you need to approach a situation, because we got pride, and it's not like a arrogant me. I don't have the arrogant pride where you can't tell me nothing. I'll listen to you if it makes sense, and if you can teach me something, I'm down for it. You dig what I'm saying? Don't cost nothing to pay attention, and I don't mind riding with you as long as we got a destination. You dig what I'm saying? But it's got to be a destination. So I know why the woman was created. Now, and I said all of that to say this: if you've been in a situation and you hurting, ain't no sense taking that hurt and trying to go and get with another man, because what if dude is a really good dude? You dig what I'm saying? But now y'all do that a lot. Y'all box every man into like one category. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you'll come at him the same way that that dude was treating you, and you'll jack the whole situation. And fellas, I'm responsible for it too. You dig what I'm saying? I'm responsible for it too, because now I don't really trust. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust. And then I had some things that happened to me when I was in the joint. You know what I mean? In a past relationship, and it made me feel like, you know what I mean. I ain't gonna say that there ain't no good women out there, but you know what I mean. It was really hurtful. Now, fast forward to that, one of the things, my pet peeves that I hated, like say for instance, when I came to the crib, I didn't like women to buy me nothing. I don't want you to buy me nothing. Don't ever buy me nothing. Don't ever try to do nothing for me, because I would hate for you to get into an argument and then try to throw it in my face that you did this or you did that for me. And so I had a person do that. And so I'm using me as an example. Now, when that happened right there, it kind of messed me up, because I got some, you might meet a good person. You dig what I'm saying? That really, you know what I mean you, love and really want to look out for you. You dig what I'm saying? And now all of a sudden you got this force field and you got this, this brick wall up. And now you ain't gonna even let this people into your life. You dig what I'm saying? And so sometimes it'll be like that. No pump fake. Mike said the ill shit will get and an acceptance. I'm not for sure what you're saying, cuz. Give it to me raw. You might have to explain it a little bit. The little shit will get crossed out, and acceptance and acceptance. I don't know what that means. Acceptance. But listen. So break it all down. This is what I'm trying to say. Let's make the main thing the main thing. Sometimes, and I don't know if it's just like creatures of habit, that sometimes when you pick up on certain things and it become normal, become custom to you, you pick up them that's you pick up them same habits and you take them on to people. That's the reason why you got to be careful who you sleep with. The soul ties is so real, because you might be sleeping with a person, and this person is so messed up mentally, and they got it all twisted, that all of a sudden you done brung that into your life. Now that's a part of your spirit, because when you having sex with that person, you done snatched off from their spirit. Now you attached to their spirit, and now this is how you acting in the world. And here you is trying to go start a new relationship, and you trying to get something cracking, and you ain't even got your mind right. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you get out of a relationship, shorty, you're gonna have to go somewhere and sit down. Listen to some of these notes, like he said. You got to restore your faith, and you got to restore your trust, and have the ability to love again. You dig what I'm saying? And that's true for me. You dig what I'm saying? Every woman out here don't mean you harm. Every woman that buy you something is not out to hurt you. You dig what I'm saying? And so to me, you ain't gonna never fit and do that. I done heard too many ladies. Oh, listen, I bought him a watch. I bought him this and that. I put him in this car. I work with a person right now, and as soon as her and this dude fell out, she come right to the lunch table and tell everybody how she about to take his watch back, how she about to take this back from him, and give me my keys to my house. And this, it's like, you dig what I'm saying? If you was in a relationship with this person and you love this person that much to even give him that stuff, that's between you and him how y'all handle that. You dig what I'm saying? That's between you and him how you handle that. So now you didn't sit up there and you didn't let that situation between you and him bleed over into talking about him to other people. And then so just think, if you go to another relationship, it's definitely coming to the relationship to the next man, because you about to tell him everything that you just did for this dude. And that's how y'all normally do. Next thing you know, y'all get to doing, well, yeah, I did this and that for him, and he ain't no good. He dogged me, he walked all over, he ran my credit through the dirt, he ran my truck, he wrecked my truck, he messed up my credit and this and that. And that's how it goes, Katie. You know how it is. I mean, it's petty. You dig what I'm saying? But that's how I usually go. Um, you got to remember this. And I got this quote, and I want you to listen to this. When you're in a situation and a dude break you down and he hurt you, you know what I mean, and he do something to you, you got to remember this. A person cannot break your heart twice without your permission. A person cannot break your heart twice without permission. You dig what I'm saying? And so it makes a lot of sense if you think about that. If you break your heart once, you should have learned. Like, this is who you are. It might sound cliche, but you know the saying. When a person show you who they are, believe them. And I'm starting to believe that. Like, when you show me something, and if I think it's like a red flag, I'm gone. You dig what I'm saying? I'm out. You dig? And I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I might just be blowing a good thing. You dig what I'm saying? But I know how it goes. And I'm tired of wasting like time. What did you say, family? Learn that the hard way personally. Sometimes we usually do. People only do what we allowed them to do. Let me put that one up there. That's right, sis, because she says people only do what we allowed them to do. So if a person breaks your heart twice, they can only do that with your permission. And you got to make sure that you understand that. But here's the thing about a broken heart when you're dealing with a relationship. You know, I got this quote, and I thought that this was so dope because it means something. He says, "Don't cry when the sun is gone because your tears won't let you see the stars. Do not cry when the sun is gone because your tears won't let you see the stars." And when I read that, I said, "Man, that is dope." You know what I mean? And then I had to sit back and I thought about it. I meditated on it for like about like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? And sometimes we think like in relationships, and I know, ladies, I'm not gonna keep blaming y'all for everything, but I've noticed that this could be one of y'all downfalls. You'll think that just because you invested a lot of time in a relationship and now you got years in this relationship, and even if there's a kid in this relationship, anytime y'all put time invested into something, y'all don't really want to let it go. You know, it really hurts. You don't want to let it go. And so listen to that quote. He says, "Don't cry because the sun is gone, because your tears won't let you see the stars." You see what I'm saying? And so now you done had this relationship, you done invested into this, you done gave this man your heart, you done gave this man your love. And I will say this, even though women are the best cheaters, I can say this: they are the best lovers. You know what I mean? And I can't front. You dig what I'm saying? When it comes to being courteous and thoughtful and making sure that you are right and stuff like that. I'll give you an example real quick. So I was staying in this hotel, and I used to go downstairs and borrow the vacuum cleaner and vacuum my floor and stuff like that. And then when I was doing my little legal work, I had a laptop and I didn't have a mouse to the laptop, and it seemed like every time I was trying to do paragraphs or write on my book, it would just, it would jag up the whole paper. You dig what I'm saying? I'll be sitting, I'll be so mad and so frustrated. So one day I was riding, and the lady I'm talking about, she hit me. She hit me on the phone. She was like, "Where you at?" And I was like, "Man, I'm on Kimberly." She was like, "Are you close to a Walmart?" And I was like, "Yeah." She said, "Well, go to the Walmart and I want you to give them this confirmation number." And I'm like, What am I doing? You need me to pick up something?" She was like, "No, I got you something." And she already knew what I was about to say. She was like, "Listen, I already know you don't want it." She's like, "But it's small." She's like, "It ain't nothing big." She's, "It ain't nothing major. Go to Walmart and give them this confirmation. Just pull up in the pickup zone, curbside, and give them this number, this receipt number, and they're gonna bring you something." And what she did is she went and bought me a vacuum cleaner, and she bought me a cordless like mouse for my laptop. Small, minute. To me, I was like, I thought that, damn, that was thoughtful. I thought it was cool. I was like, damn, man, that was love. You dig what I'm saying? And when she told me that, she says, "Listen, I know you don't want it." She was like, "But I want you to have that vacuum cleaner." She was like, "Because listen, babe," she said, "you going downstairs and other people are using that vacuum and they going in their room and they vacuum their floors." She was like, "I don't know who I'll be using that vacuum and woo de boo. I'm walking around here with my shoes off with my socks on." She was like, "So just listen, use this, get this vacuum for me." And I'm like, I couldn't front. Yeah, I felt cool about it. You dig what I'm saying? And so I said all of that to say this. Ladies, y'all love hard. You get in a relationship, you spend a lot of your time, you invest a lot of your time. And then when it hit the fan and he really gone, or you really find out like, man, this ain't finna work with me and fam. You dig what I'm saying? It ain't finna work. Then all of a sudden, you go into like a deep depression and it get dark for you. You and your girls want to drink, you know what I mean? You get to eating a whole lot. Then here come on the crazy post on Facebook, and you know what I mean? You know how you do. And I feel sorry for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, don't do that. Holler at your boy. Holler at me. We can talk. And I'm talking about no hidden agendas, no selfish motives. We can chop it up. Bare truth is in your corner. Don't ever do that. I gotta stop playing all the time. But listen, I'm keeping it a buck though, for real, for real, for real. Don't cry when the sun is gone because your tears won't let you see the stars. If you sitting up here and you boo-hooing because it's over with, I feel like this. I don't want nobody in my life that don't want to be in my life. If you want to be out of my life, get out of my life. If you don't want to be my friend, don't be my friend. If it's anything that I've done in my past, if it's anything that you don't like about me that's preventing you from being cool with me and getting to really know who I really am, get out of here. Everybody ain't meant for the journey, and everybody can't go with me to my destiny. You ain't meant for it. I don't need you there, because if you dip on me like right now, and if it really get rough for me, how you gonna be there? So when it's time to celebrate, I definitely don't want you there. So get on out of here like right now. So now I can know who's on my team and who ain't on my team. You got to take that attitude and you better pick it up, because that's a real deal. You can't control what other people do. You can only control what you do. You dig what I'm saying? And so just because another person hurt you, you're gonna have to figure out um, what is it that you allowed them to do to you. Were you vulnerable at? Like, I always give a person my check? You dig what I'm saying? It sounds silly as it is. Am I having sex with them too fast? You know what I mean? Am I just easy going? Do I allow them to tell me anything? Can a person just lie to me and just walk over me? You dig what I'm saying? And work on it. You got to build yourself up. You got to heal. You dig what I'm saying? You got to figure out what it is that's going on with you, and get somewhere and sit down and nail it out. Nail it out and get it to the point that, like, listen, ain't nobody never finna play me like that. We're gonna check out this other video because I want you to see this other one that he did. And it's dope too. Hold on real quick. Let me get over here. All right. Let me watch that. It's this one.
Broken people break people's hearts. Hurt people hurt people. And you think you're going to get a trophy at the end for loving this person through their pain and their trauma and their inability to not allow that hurt you. But really what you get at the end is a broken heart. Your trophy is years of pain and enduring trauma that they're going to cause. If they have normalized pain in their own life, you think they're going to think twice about delivering it to you? The reason he thinks it's okay to hurt you is because he hurts himself. And so y'all think that a good person, because I'm choosing to love somebody through their pain. No, you ain't got the bandwidth. Your job ain't to be his nurse, his doctor, his therapist. Your job is there to love someone that's capable of loving you back effectively. Thinking you can heal a person that hasn't healed before you is how you unheal your heart. Keep thinking that you can change these men that didn't think enough about changing before they met you. All this man knows is pain, trauma, deceit, lies, cheating, and gaslight. And you think you're going to be the person to wake him up out of that.
Hey, my man, listen, he's so sincere. You know what I mean? Because listen, some of the stuff that he's saying, man, it hit home so hard for me because listen, I'm coming out the joint. You know what I mean? And so a lot of people that's been with the podcast, that's been rocking with the podcast, that's been following it, they kind of know, some of my testimony and some of the situations that I've been going through there. Okay, what she say? Sex should never be the goal. Mo. Yeah, I understand that, big sis. Listen to this. So coming home, I had like a decade and a half, you know what I mean, to fix me. You dig what I'm saying? One of the things I had to do, I had to fix my mouth. You know what I mean? I had to stop being selfish. I had to get the big payback out of my mentality. You dig what I'm saying? So right now, I'm not even in the position. I don't even have the energy to play the childish games no more. You know what I mean? So if we don't work, we don't work. I'm gone. God bless you and goodbye. I don't want to fall out. I'm not gonna call you out your name. I'm not gonna mistreat you. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna be disrespectful. I ain't finna try to pay you back. I'm gonna say a little prayer for you. I'm gonna wish you the best, and I'm just gonna go because what I'm doing now is I'm trying to protect my peace. You dig what I'm saying? I'm trying to protect my peace. I'm messed up too, and you know what? I came to terms with myself. Like, like I was just, I don't know, man. Sometimes I'll be walking around down here in the basement and I just be praying, man. And I was just like, you know what, God, I ain't even finna do this right now. I'm finna stay focused on, you know what I mean, these little bitty different business endeavors that you have blessed me with. You know, I'm gonna get back into like reading my word and I'm gonna get back into my heavy like prayer life. And I'm finna leave like the dating type thing alone, you know what I mean, for like a second because I'm you know what? You running into people and I got some issues that I gotta work out. Like I gotta figure out the trust thing. The trust thing is like bad for me because if I feel like I can't trust you, I'ma stop. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna stop. And you could probably be the coolest person in the world. You can probably be the goodest person in the world. But being in prison, that's one of the stains that it left on me. Is that we so guarded in there, and we always got this attitude that listen, you can't be exposed. You can't let nobody hurt you. Can't let nobody take advantage of you, man. And and it's happening like that. And it's not to say that women are out here trying to take advantage of you, but people got different motives and stuff like that. And then you'll let somebody come into your life, and like he just said, this person ain't healed. You ain't healed. You just got out of an abusive relationship. So now, and all the little funky stuff that you had going on in your life, you think you finna come over here. I ain't got much. I'm not acting like I'm just that. Like I got a big old house and I'm paid and I got a nice bank account. But what I do got is peace. And you ain't finna fuck with that. Excuse my language. You ain't finna fuck with that. I'm keeping it a buck with you. You are not finna fuck with my peace. I'm telling you. I like my roommate up there. We cool. Bills is paid. We ain't hurting. You dig what I'm saying? I really want to be doing better in my life. I think we all do. But the little piece that I got, I'm protecting that. And I'm not letting nobody take my piece, bro. I'm telling you, I'm keeping it real. And so, ladies, did y'all listen to what he's saying? Here come this dude, you trying to get into his life because you trying to help him. You think that you can invest into this guy and you can build him up. Everybody always trying to build up a champion, or you trying to build a man. You want to build you a king. If he ain't got them qualities in him, you ain't finna just do that overnight. You better stop playing with yourself. You dig what I'm saying? And you wasting a lot of time and you trying to build him up, and at the same time he don't even know how to be a man. You dig what I'm saying? He don't even know what it is. I'll give you another example of one of my little funky, selfish little ways that I got going on for me. And this is what happened with like her and like some other people that I might talk to. In prison, everything is simple. You dig what I'm saying? You know your routine. Your routine is laid out flat. There's only about 5 things that you do a day, and they all have their certain time. There's count time, certain times that you got to be in your room and you got to get counted by the security guards. There's times that you got to eat 3 times a day. You know what time they are. If you miss them, you don't get nothing to eat. If you work out seriously, then you know that you got a time on the weight pile to where you go to the weight bench. You got your leisure time in the evening where people play cards, do what they do, and they might use the phone. Then you got your other little time, like say if they need you to do to go to medical, or if you got school, you got class. Mail is put on the list right on the pop machine. You come in the unit, you look on the pop machine, you see the mail list. If your name is on there, you go up to the desk, they got your mail. You do this every single day for weeks, 52 weeks out of a year, 365 days out of a year, and I did it for 15 years. You dig what I'm saying? And so my mind is set. My mind is kind of set to simple. It's very simple. And so when I get out here, it's too much. Y'all move too fast and y'all doing a whole lot. And then here I am, I'm trying to do little things too, because now I'm out here. You see me, barber, work at craft, public speaking, went and bought the DJ career. I'm gonna tell you about the new DJ gig. We got another party that's going down too. I DJ, public speaking. Then I do the artwork. You dig what I'm saying? And so I know that it can be busy out here. And sometimes I fall short when I'm dealing with people. It's like if I'm supposed to call you back and I'm over here and I start making a beat, if I get over here and something come up in my head and I get creative, or what if I'm writing a poem? 2 to 3 hours will go past and I won't even hit you back. It's nothing personal. I'm not on nothing sly. I'm not on nothing slick. My mind just went somewhere else. It's so real that I remember one time when my grandson was going down to the Y, I can't even count how many times I left him down at the Y. One time I was doing the podcast and he was calling me like, "You still coming?" And I had forgotten. And so that don't fly with women. You dig what I'm saying? So a lot of times they think that you being funny. Oh, you supposed to call me back or you didn't do that. And then now, once I tell you that I got a problem like that, so if I don't hit you back and then you turn around and you don't hit me back, I think you got a problem too because you didn't check on me. So I'm saying I go a whole bunch of mess and a whole bunch of stink, and it's just like, come on, leave this shit alone, man. I ain't finna keep going through this. I'd rather just be cool. You know what I mean? And I go get me some chicken wings and come down here and sit with myself. You dig what I'm saying? And it's cool, smooth, just like that. But what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say, listen, if you know you got some problems and you know you got some issues, work on them. And then stop trying to help other people work their stuff out. You ain't no psychiatrist. You ain't licensed. You ain't the one. You ain't no nurse. It ain't like you can put them together. You better learn how to pray for people and get out their way. Because then soon as it backfire and then you wasted all this time, I ain't gonna even say wasted because to me, when you spend some time into something, okay, I'll take that back. I do not like to waste time. That's one thing that you cannot get back. But like if you invest some time in something and it don't go right, there is some wisdom that you can learn from it. But it does hurt to invest time and you don't see no good results. You don't see no fruit out of that time that you invested into something and you trying to build something and you think it's finna grow and you don't see no fruit. So yeah, I get that part. But I'm telling you, stop trying to be the hero and trying to build a man up and trying to, I'm gonna go save him and he's hurting. And the only thing you need is me in your life. And you thinking like, man, if he had a real woman by his side, that he'd be A1. Fam ain't even a real man. And I'm not disrespecting my guys. I love y'all. I'm just saying sometimes we be messed up out here. Because if you'd have caught me like back in the day, you dig what I'm saying? I think that my BM's got the bad me. You know what I mean? I was cool. I did some cool things and man, I was lovable. My personality and my character is there. But the drinking off the liquor, I was an animal. That's the reason why I drink sparkling juice right now. Turn up for Christ and burn up for life. No more liquor for me. And so what am I saying? I'm saying, listen, go get you some help. It's all right to go get some help. Watina said it when she was talking about dude that was being verbally abusive. She said, had he went and got some help, she would have stuck with him. Because when it was good, it was good. But sometimes when it's good, you trying to hold on to it, then all of a sudden it blow up in your face, and then it's just, you know, it ain't that. And then how many years you gonna do it? And ain't no sense crying about, oh, I spent 10 years into that. Do you want to spend another 10 years into that or you want to go try to get you some go get somewhere and get healed and get on back to life and living? Because I'm gonna tell you something. I tell y'all this all the time. It sounds so cliche, but it's 7 to 8 billion people on this planet. You think God ain't got somebody out here for you? You think he ain't? Come on, man. You better stop playing. There's somebody out here. And you know what I mean? I done met some really cool people, some really, what I mean, sweet people. And it's just you know, it is what it is, bro. You got to have this thing figured out. I think what it is, everybody want to be in love. Everybody really, really want to be in love. You just really want to be in love. Don't nobody, especially when it's cold outside. This is the, this is the Netflix weather. You dig what I'm saying? You got to find somebody and Netflix it up. You dig what I'm saying? Rub feet, rub legs, and stuff like that, and find something to eat. And you know what I mean? What you say? She says healing is vital. What's up, Valerie? I didn't even know you popped on there. What's going down? Healing is vital. Vital. That's very serious, sis. It is. It's serious. You got to heal. You have to. But because listen, if you don't heal, you know what I mean. We keep saying hurt people. But the one, remember he was saying, you know what I mean. How do you not know that you might not be abusing this person? And you might be damaging him with that dragon that's on the inside of you because you ain't got it all the way together. And I gotta tell you, ladies, listen to me. Y'all got it the worst. Now, I know guys can be like heartless and ruthless and doggish. You dig what I'm saying? You got guys that'll strip your money, that'll sleep with your best friends, bring you an STD, go have a kid on you, and all types of stuff. You know what I mean? And y'all can be just as grimy, but I'm talking about dudes do grimy things, like really, really grimy things. But at the end of the day, there's nothing like a woman scorn. Her attitude and her personality is the worst. Hey, listen, when she messed up and she mad at the world, bro, everybody can get it. You dig what I'm saying? She can change the attitude in the tempo of the house. You dig what I'm saying? She come in the crib, the kids feel it. You dig what I'm saying? Because listen, ain't ain't nobody gonna get nothing to eat. You dig what I'm saying? How depending on how she feel, is she gonna clean up? You know what I mean? Y'all go through a thing. And so if you dealing with a relationship and a dude just got done getting down on you, breaking you down, and then you decide, okay, I'm gonna go jump in this relationship, make sure you done took a little time for yourself, like you done took a breather to get it together. Because what if you do find a good dude? You ain't finna do nothing but damage him and scar him up. You dig what I'm saying? And Jess said there's some good dudes out here. Oh, I wish she says, well, think about Brandy from A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Yep, good example. Y'all remember the movie Thin Line Between Love and Hate? She told Martin out the gate, you dig what I'm saying? Don't break her heart. You dig what I'm saying? Because she already had her heart broke before, and she has trust issues. So just because he had to bet with his guys and he wanted to have sex with her, he has sex with her. And here she is. Look at her loving him, man, putting that man in limousines and buying him stuff. It's like, and to me, I was like, oh my God, man, that lady was rich. That's where I would have been at. You know what I'm saying? And she was beautiful too. I don't get it. You dig what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't get it. You know what I mean? So I mean, I love it. You know, when a beautiful woman is on your team, it ain't nothing like it. You dig what I'm saying? I just think that I ain't really ready for it yet. You know, because like I said, I got trust issues. And so ain't no sense in me bringing that into nobody's life, and they trying to be nice to me and they trying to be good to me. And as soon as something go bad, I go south. You know what I mean? I'm not disrespectful. I'm not abusive. I'm not verbally abusive. I go into a shell and I don't even want to talk. And that ain't even fair to nobody. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I just leave people alone. That's how that one go. All right, we're gonna check out this other little video and we're gonna wrap this up. Check this out. You ain't got no face, but watch what this dude say. He say some of the realest stuff.
In this generation, I'm constantly reminded why I'm better off alone and staying focused on myself. People nowadays are so fucked up mentally that instead of just healing, they choose to come into people's lives to hurt them on purpose, just because they've been hurt before. And you want to hear the funny part? People will literally ruin the calmest people, then call them crazy when they react. Therefore, I'm learning not to take things personal anymore. People are at war with themselves. It doesn't have anything to do with me. We're too old to be wasting people's time. If you're unsure about me, just leave me alone. It's very simple. And I know they say hurt people, but that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Stop coming into people's lives just to hurt them and waste their time. Life is already hard. Who wants to be around someone who makes it harder?
Yeah. You know what I mean? That right there was super dope. I think he just said something. Dang, so many people said some cool stuff. But listen, I wanna read the whole paragraphs real quick. Jody Lynn, what's up, Jody? I ain't seen you in a minute. Jody said, "You got to be accountable and not take on a victim role. If you don't heal, you will destroy the next person that comes into your life. Know when to say when and walk away to focus on you. A real man will come in your life, and you will not recognize what God has sent you." Still focused on the old pain. You know what I'm saying? She says, a real man will come into your life and you will not recognize what God has sent you because you still focused on the old pain. Damn, somebody needed to hear that one. That was dope. Katie, what she said? Katie says, a lot of us didn't come from parents that were together to show us how to love. You know what? I believe that, Katie. I believe that sometimes you dig what I'm saying, especially us in the black community, broken homes. My sister Salisa and them, they talk about their situation with their family and how it caused like, a lot of different things to go on there. So sometimes we are a product of our environment. You know what I mean? Where some things that happen in our life and it just goes down like that. Now listen to what Erica says. She says, "You're heaven sent. You're speaking to me today." Oh, she talking about me. That's love. I didn't even know you was gonna say that. I would have held up. Hold on. I watched several of your podcasts and I never speak. I just listen. But you're speaking to my soul today and my situation. I haven't seen you in years. You popped up on my people. I may know, and I debated on sending a friend request for the fear you didn't remember me. But I truly feel you were heaven sent, and I thank you. It's strange yet refreshing to see this version of Sugar Bear. Thank you, sir. You definitely woke me up today with this one. That's God. You dig what I'm saying? Nothing but God. You dig what I'm saying? And I mean, listen. My journey my journey didn't come without pain and tears too, sweetheart. You dig what I'm saying? It took me 15 years to get to where I'm at. You dig what I'm saying? And so when y'all see me on the podcast like this, know that you know what I mean, I done threw the blankets over my head in the prison cell and cried like a baby. You know what I mean? And ask God, like, listen, you got to come and get me. You dig what I'm saying? Because I was tearing stuff up. And the biggest thing was I had left my daughters. You know what I mean? My babies, Nubia and Wizzy and Naja too. You know what I mean? My girls, I left them. Now, Naja, she has a biological father, but that's my baby. I've been with her ever since she was 1 years old. But like Nubia and Wizzy, them, that's me. You know, I was responsible for them. And so when I got that time, um, I've always was a father. You dig what I'm saying? Nobody can take that from me. I don't care what you say I was out in the streets. I was always a father. And so it hurt me so bad that when I was in the joint, I'm not coming home the same person. I'm not. And so this is not a fake. This is not a facade. This ain't something just I'm not putting on this mask to try to pull, you know what I mean, something over your head. You know what I mean? I'm really like, all right, I gotta, you know what I mean? I gotta be an example of what I want to see them with. You know what I mean? And I'll be so mad at them because me and Wizzy be banging on the Facebook. Just listen, just look at some of our messages. But thank you for that. I don't take it lightly. Um, it's little stuff like that will make me hit my knees and thank God and tell him, you know what I mean? Look at what these people are saying because of you. You dig what I'm saying? Because all the glory is gonna go back to him. It ain't nothing that I'm doing. It's just me trying to be obedient to what he telling me. And I told him, I said, man, when you cut me loose, I'm gonna go back and try to make this right. And I said, you give me the opportunity. So now look at the platform. We've been rocking for like 2 years, the bare truth. I just seen a dude in the store tonight, and he was like, when the next time you going live, he's like, I gotta tap in. And so those are little bitty things that God is just saying, listen, matter of fact, let's check out the quote. So now that you heard what they just said, right? Here's the thing that I want you to do. Think about this. Sometimes it takes things to fall apart for the right things to fall in place. And me, for an example, like your whole life would just fall apart. You dig what I'm saying? For like 15 years, you inside of a cell, not knowing when you're gonna go home. But then while you sitting in that cell, all the right things is falling into place. God is putting me in a position with all of these professors from the University of Iowa. These people are feeding into my soul. These people have put me in a documentary, in a book. They got me them public speaking gigs out here. They bought me this whole computer setup as the first recipient of a scholarship for a music program. I'm talking about, and then I got my barbering license while I was in prison. So I was out here drinking and selling drugs and not doing nothing. And then when he set me down, he started showing me what he created me for. And then when I got out, I had to just stick to the script. And so um, to my guys, I'm not being antisocial. I love y'all. You dig what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I love my dudes to death. But when you see me walking by myself, you know what I mean? This is real. Cause I owe him first. You dig what I'm saying? And so I can't let him down. So that's the reason why I gotta keep going. And then look at what she said. You see what I'm saying? And so that's how that thing go. So now sometimes it takes things to fall apart so that better things can fall into place. And then remember this one right here, because this is real. When I seen this quote, I was like, man, um, the thing or the situation that shows up to break you turns out to make the best you. So whenever a thing or a situation shows up that's supposed to break you, sometimes you got to let that make the best you. Don't let it break you. Let it make the best you. You dig what I'm saying? Because ain't nothing in life easy, B. Nothing. Ain't nothing easy. So instead of taking that hurt and spreading that hurt on into another relationship when you ain't ready, go ahead and let that last relationship heal. Because ain't no telling what you're going to probably find out in that. So where they was sitting up there calling you ugly, calling you fat, or telling you this and you that, by the time you get done healing, man, you got to understand beauty is from the inside, and watch what God starts showing you. Jody just said he mess around and send somebody in your life, man, that'll love you for the way you are, for the way you look, and for everything you are, man. People are so stupid out here. They get wrapped up into the social media type and starts thinking that this is what life is. This ain't life, man. I'm trying to tell you, don't get sucked up into that, man. Take time to heal. Get yourself together, man, for you start going and messing with other people, man, for you mess their life up and mess your life up. And the biggest thing is one of the reasons why I like talking about this stuff right here is because we got these kids. Look at this generation that's out here. We was talking about it in the cafeteria at work today. Like, man, they so crazy and they so gone. But listen, it's man, one of the reasons why I think so, because when we was all coming up in the D boys, late 80s, early 90s, getting the money, walking around shining, most of their fathers are dead or locked up in prison. And so all the ladies that was chasing the D boys, trying to be fancy and fly, now these kids walking around, they gotta have Jordans, they gotta have the latest gear, they doing whatever, and they ain't got like a lick of respect, a lick of morals, a lick of standards. I'm not saying all of them, I'm just saying the majority of the crowd, and they follow it because they think that's what's going on. How are they gonna ever get it together if we don't got it together? Somebody gotta start showing them a better example. You dig what I'm saying? And you gotta stop talking about such and such made me this way. Man, if you let a person make you, you a fool. And that's just word, that's words bond. You a fool. Straight up. Who's that? Okay. All right. But yeah, so at the end of the day, we almost done. But I just wanted to say that because dude said some real live stuff. Um, he was just like, I want to play it like one more time. I want to break this down. Listen to what he said. He said some cuss words. He got like a little bit deep. But man, listen to what he said because this is for social media. This is really real. Check this out.
In this generation, I'm constantly reminded why I'm better off alone and staying focused on myself. People nowadays are so fucked up mentally that instead of just healing, they choose to come into people's lives to hurt them on purpose, just because they've been hurt before. And you want to hear the funny part? People will literally ruin the calmest people, then call them crazy when they react. Therefore, I'm learning not to take things personal anymore. People are at war with themselves. It doesn't have anything to do with me. We're too old to be wasting people's time. If you're unsure about me, just leave me alone. It's very simple. And I know they say hurt people, but that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Stop coming into people's lives just to hurt them and waste their time. Life is already hard. Who wants to be around someone who makes it harder?
And you notice I put the bare truth on that one because I had to watch that one again, man. Because listen, one of the things he says, you will ruin one of the calmest peoples in the world. When me and Shorty was together, she used to tell me this. She used to always say, um, I like you because you're so cool and so collective. And then, she know that I read the word. And also, you got to go to church. If listen, if we talking, well, we going to the house of the Lord. We going in there. So you ain't gonna be hanging out with me if you ain't going to church. Real talk. And we went to church. And so she was saying that she liked all of this stuff, but then she would do all of these little things and start like these little bitty arguments. And then after a while, it's like, I'm tired of hearing this. I'm tired of, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just, and then on top of that, not wanting to go nowhere. Always want to be in the house. You dig what I'm saying? I've been locked up for like 15 years. I don't want to sit in no house and watch Netflix all day. So I was literally losing my damn mind. Then all of a sudden, I started blowing up. Now all of a sudden, oh, why are you talking to me like that? Why are you saying stuff like that? I can't believe you said that. It's just like, listen, I'm trying to be cool, but you ain't gonna let me. You dig what I'm saying? And to the point where I had to literally like tell her, like, listen, you turning me into something that I'm not, that I don't want to be. I don't yell. I don't want to get outside of my body for none of that. My peace is very important. So stop that. Number two, remember the thing that he said, we too old for that. You know what I mean? We too old, man. Ain't nobody finna be doing that. We too old for that. You dig what I'm saying? Ain't nobody finna be putting up with that. Life is already hard. I don't need you in my life making my life any harder. I'm good. I'm good by myself. And if it's gonna take for me just to chill out and be at the crib and just go on to bed and go through YouTube and check out, you know what I mean, little stuff or watch a movie, I'm gonna do that by myself. And ladies, y'all gotta figure that out. Do that for yourself. Um, Stop trying to date too fast. Stop being scared to be alone. Relationship do not define you. You dig what I'm saying? You do not have to be with a man to show your worth. Some people always think like they gotta be in something to, oh girl, I got a man or my dude or my bae. You just saying that and throwing titles on shit and people that it don't even make no sense. Dude ain't studying you. You dig what I'm saying? You his bae and he got like 3 to 4 more other bays. You did. You bay number 5. Put a number to which bay. Ask him like, what bay am I? Like you did. No, I'm playing. Don't do that. You might get fight. You might get violent or something. No, don't do that. Please don't do that. But okay, when you got when you get it together, listen to this. Yep, you're right. Being alone is good. Let me post that one because people need to see that. They need to hold on. Restrain try this block. Don't block her. There it is. No. What's up, cousin? I wanted to put this one up there. It says being alone is good. Get that. And I'm gonna tell you something. And we're gonna end on this note. And I gotta tell you about this other party because they just put it inside my box. And I'm trying to find it. Okay. Let me see if I can blow this up. There it is. I got it. Okay. So listen to this. And this is a true story. If you take the time out and work on you, you dig what I'm saying? And you get yourself together, you will be amazed at who you attract. You're going to start attracting the type of guys that you like. You dig what I'm saying? Because one thing about being in a messed up relationship, you know how to discern a fuck boy. All right? Like, stay over there. You dig what I'm saying? If you don't mean me no harm and if you don't mean me no good, then stay away from me. You dig what I'm saying? And you know how people is if they playing the game and you dig what I'm saying. When you get to a certain age, you know it. And if you don't, holler at your boy. I'll put your game on. I'll put your boots on to some stuff that they doing. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do some game one time and learn y'all some stuff. You dig? But listen, get you together. Once you got it together, you attract a certain type of crowd. You dig what I'm saying? But when you miserable and you out here and you this and that, and then all of a sudden you hanging out with these miserable chicks and y'all talking crazy, y'all listen to this dumb wretched ass music, and then they talking stupid and this and that. So guess what you coming? Guess what's coming into your circle? That's the reason why, man, I don't like to be around people that speak negative. Stop talking negative because whatever you say out of your mouth is gonna become a reality. When you start talking like that, that's what's coming into your life. Don't bring that around me, man. For real, for real. And that's it. So listen to this. My man Scrap turning 47, right? So he got the ankle monitor on right now. He at the crib. So everybody that know Demario Angel, right? Finally free. It was gonna be a surprise birthday party. They hired DJ Bear Truth to do that. You see how God is blessing me? And they family, so we wasn't gonna get outrageous with the price. They was gonna throw me just a little something and they was gonna buy me some sparkling juice to come DJ the party. How you love that? But listen, my man turning 47. Um, And not only is he turning 47, but he about to get the ankle monitor off. So make a long story short, Scrap was gonna go out to Milwaukee and watch the Buck games for his birthday. He was gonna shoot out there and check out the Detroit Pistons and the Milwaukee Bucks. But now we throwing a party. And now he know about the party, so we might as well go ahead and turn up. December the 16th, 8 to 1 o'clock. The location is Frick's Taps, 1402 West 3rd Davenport. Gifts accepted or Cash App. But listen, um, the RSVP is 770-510-6096. 770-510-6096. Listen, I think that's gonna be on a Saturday. Matter of fact, it's gonna be a week before the 80s and the 90s party, the jump off. So 12, 16, 23, 8 to 1 o'clock a.m. At Frick's. He gonna get the ankle monitor off, finally free, and it's gonna be his birthday. So we're gonna turn up. I'm gonna be on the wheels of steels, and it's free to get in. You dig what I'm saying? So y'all can definitely come out to this one. It's gonna be free to get in, and I'm gonna have tickets for you to come to the other one. You dig what I'm saying? We might even be giving some tickets away. You dig? So come out and party with my man. You know what I mean? If y'all don't know him by Scrap, y'all know Demario Angel, man. That's my guy. You dig what I'm saying? And he's one of the coolest cats in the Quad Cities ever. You dig what I'm saying? I love my dude. He come over and get his haircut every week. So that's my dude. I'm a DJ for him. We was gonna be a surprise party, but now it's a thing. It's official. It's a party. So everybody, he told me to tell everybody to show up. You dig what I'm saying? Until they say we can't fit no more in there, everybody come. And it's for free. And it's gonna go down. You dig what I'm saying? So he's sending me his playlist. I got some stuff I'm gonna do and it's gonna go down. But the 80s and the 90s party, December 24th, man. Listen, it's gonna be a big thing. My man is doing the backdrop tomorrow for the pictures. I'm putting everything into place. I get off the podcast with you. I got to talk to the lovely lady Sherry and see if I can go give her some money and be done with it. And it's gonna go down. And I got TVs coming. So listen, ladies and my guys, I love y'all. Stop meddling with people if you ain't got your life together, man. If you ain't doing no good, man, go somewhere and sit down. You dig what I'm saying? I don't want to be managed, but masturbate. You dig what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, you ain't always got to be in somebody's face. You ain't always got to have somebody all up under you watching TV or trying to prove to your friends that you can pick somebody up or prove that you got somebody in your life, because that person in your life ain't doing you no good. And if they ain't doing you no good, they ain't doing your kids no good. Stop bringing these bad examples around you and your family, man. People that don't mean you no good. They don't mean no love for you. Just out to take advantage and to wipe you clean and wipe you dry. Then next thing you know, you walking around scorned, mad at everybody else, cussing me out, and I ain't said nothing. But you know, you dig what I'm saying? Now you want to show out on me or something? You dig? Don't do that. Please don't do that. I ain't got it all the way together either. I'm liable to send some cuss words back. No, I ain't. I ain't gonna do that. I'm saved. The Lord is blessing me. I ain't gonna cuss you out, but I will. Though, if you get, I ain't gonna fight, but don't cuss me out because I ain't really that saved yet. I ain't got it all the way together. That's the bare truth. Go to Scrap Party, Fricks, December the 16th, 8 to 1 o'clock. It's for free. Everybody show up. Um, we're gonna do something else. I'll let you know. If somebody wanna be a guest, pop up, pull up. It's all good. Love y'all. Bare truth.